Coming back home gets crazy for a young guy when he finds his own dead body on the living room floor. And guess what? There's a mysterious envelope nearby with the words, "Oh, look at me." Shock turns into curiosity as Alex digs out a flash drive from the envelope and plugs it into his computer. Surprise! The screen only shows his own face. Now, the second Alex is all about convincing himself he's not going nuts and telling himself to pay attention. Out of the blue, some men in black show up, kicking off an exciting story. Rebecca, part of a fancy science group working with the government, offers Alex a tempting deal. But to get in on it, he has to sign some secret papers and cash a big check. Alex, being nosy, discovers a story about a future American satellite with a hidden message. In a tricky move, Alex agrees to be knocked out and taken to a hidden lab. The institute knows he's broke and living in his parents' house, so they toss money into his account to get him on board. Alex gets a wild ride after being drugged and waking up in some secret place, guided by Rebecca. They want him to decode a satellite, but 5 weeks pass with no luck. Rebecca says to take a break, but Alex is all about working hard. He has this crazy vision where a girl decodes the same message. Nosebleeds happen and Alex finds her name on the bed. The mystery deepens as he cracks part of the code, revealing drawings of a weird device. Rebecca says, "Time's up, buddy. Pack your bags. We're sending you home." Late at night, Alex wakes up in his own place, feeling sick, blaming it on being tired. But, oh boy, after a few days, feeling icky turns into a full-on haunted house with crazy hallucinations. Then, out of the blue, two weird-looking dudes show up, asking why he's messing with secret codes. Alex is confused because decoding stuff is just his gig that pays the bills. These guys keep bugging him about morals and the consequences of his job, warning him about creating the world's most powerful weapon. Alex's head starts hurting and he's had enough. He kicks the guys out and magically, he feels better. He hops on his computer, ready to chill, but bam. Rebecca calls, reminding him about some fancy papers he signed. An annoyed Alex realizes the institute is spying on him. When he sits back at his computer, the lights decide to play hide-and-seek. So, he steps outside and spots one of the weird dudes across the street. Hold up. The guy starts growing like a human balloon. Freaked out, Alex sprints home and peeks out the window, only to see a giant hand reaching for his window. In a classic move, Alex reaches out to shake hands, and voila, morning arrives. Rebecca shows up at his workplace, and Alex tries to school her on humanity living in 2 dimensions. According to him, his recent visitors are from a civilization that's not just space-savvy but time-traveling too. They can pop into his room at any time, past or future, and watch through a time window thingy. Alex tries to tell Rebecca their project could start World War I. Then, she hits him with the news she knows about his brain tumor. Blaming the institute for putting him near a radioactive satellite, Alex insists on slamming the brakes on the project. In the now, Alex drags his own dead body out and buries it in the forest. Then, he's back at the computer, eavesdropping on his future self. Future Alex regrets no one took him seriously, sensing bad vibes. He remembers the woman, a cryptographer, but Beth won't give him the time of day. Yelling about his imminent demise with only 6 months left, Beth spills the beans she's got 2 years. They both figure out the drawing is a weapon from the future. Another player, Shearman, sends Beth computer tasks, but only when she's feeling okay. Beth feels sick, and a dude guides her to bed while he heads downstairs. It's like he's watching her life in mirrors. There she is, bidding farewell to her military love. Her buddies drop awful news, and there she is with a handful of pills, trying to check out. His focus shifts as a message from Shearman appears on the computer screen. Alex replies, but Shearman quickly realizes it's not Beth and disconnects. Then, he snatches a stack of printed papers with tasks previously assigned by Shearman. Come morning, Beth discovers him on her sofa with the papers glued together. He points out to her that these pieces form a puzzle, revealing an answer when assembled. Shearman is clearly not associated with the Institute. Alex implores Beth to help halt the creation of a deadly device. She reports falling ill after working with the satellite, experiencing hallucinations, and contemplating a message from the future. What if they could contact the sender? Voices of the dead reach her, and one day, she hears her own voice. Despite seeing aliens, she skeptically asks Alex to leave. Alex returns home to find men in black waiting. Rebecca orders him to avoid Beth and make the most of his remaining time. Unfazed, he dismisses the guests and discovers his papers missing upon entering the house. Meanwhile, Beth witnesses a bright light at her home, feeling sick. In fear, she tries to hide. Alex attempts to drown his thoughts in alcohol when a message from Shearman pops up on his computer. Convinced Rebecca is behind the alias, he accuses her, but she denies it. Suddenly, the doorbell rings, revealing Beth at the threshold. Chavin directed her there, sending blueprints for a device capable of destroying future technology. The duo starts developing a virus to annihilate the machine derived from the decrypted blueprints on the computer. The next morning, Rebecca storms into Alex's house, revealing that representatives from the Institute are already en route, armed with knowledge about their secretive work. She discloses the Institute founder's name, identifying herself as Shearman and expressing hope for their collaboration to destroy the device. Approaching cars signal potential danger at Alex's house. The couple swiftly flees through the back exit, leaving Rebecca ensnared. Injected and thrown into a car, she faces an uncertain fate. Simultaneously, all gas burners in the kitchen are left open. That evening, Alex and Beth seek refuge at Scientist Miles' place, where their arrival doesn't go unnoticed. Scientist Miles, recognizing them, unveils a revelation. The satellite they worked on was not the only one. There was another orbiting Earth for about 400 years. Evidently, beings from the future awaited Earth's evolution to decrypt their message. The ancient satellite contained blueprints for a machine intending to restrict humanity's evolution within the third dimension. Miles, despite ridicule for his discovery, emphasizes the potential of aliens existing in multiple dimensions. The second device at the Institute, he believes, might grant them access to the human dimension. Currently, aliens observe Earth like a fixed videotape through the first device, unable to alter events. The second device holds the power to reshape reality, a concept Miles is beginning to comprehend but cannot fully explain. Interestingly, even the appearance of aliens is a product of the human brain. Miles shares his unique experience of interacting with a massive alien, visible only to him, residing in his garden for over 30 years. His continuous observation causes his brain to adapt, revealing the true form of the humanoid. However, his guests remain oblivious to the presence Miles perceives. Miles is convinced that the tumors in their heads are the aliens' way of helping people perceive their reality. Alex suggests smashing the device with a hammer, but there's no guarantee it won't be restored at the Institute. Erasing all data on the server becomes the plan, yet no one knows the Institute's location. However, Miles, one of its founders, reveals a detailed map of the Institute. Suddenly, a loud bang echoes at the door. The couple escapes while Miles tries to pacify the agitated alien. Alex and Beth head to the Institute and discover a hatch, sneaking inside. Inside, they split up to improve their chances of finding the laboratory. Alex notices a guard's peculiar backward movements, realizing time inside the Institute is looped. Beth also experiences the loop, activating the bomb but unable to leave due to the time distortion. In a dark room, Alex attempts to carry the bomb further but is disintegrated by an alien. Moments later, he finds himself tied to a table, facing a humanoid. Alex thinks he's dead, but the alien refutes it, expressing curiosity about human appearance and their time experience. For aliens, linear time is incomprehensible and tedious, a repetitive cycle of empty beliefs. Humans seem trapped, reliving the same experiences. In contrast, aliens exist beyond time and space, present in every moment, making the causal connection and sequence of actions a mystery to them. What happens when a human no longer has to wait for something? Alex realizes he might resemble aliens in appearance, but the familiar personality, the ego, dies in that moment. The alien is surprised, death is natural, yet man hides and distances himself from it. Time governs everything for humans, it serves as both a giver and a thief. Humans see the world as they imagine it, but what happens when the source of projection disappears? Despite endless self-analysis, humans may fail to discern the difference between reality and illusion. With each new birth, a new reality emerges, placing one perpetually before choices. Feeling unwell, Alex is offered by the alien to return to the moment before he fell sick, armed with the knowledge he now possesses. Alex decides he wouldn't have joined the Institute and would have prevented it all. The alien, surprised, questions why he'd change behavior if he can't change the situation. Alex confesses that people don't choose what happens. The humanoid presses on, wondering if returning to the past can make a difference, if anything can change. Suddenly, Alex finds himself back home in front of the computer. He records the flash drive, realizing that nothing can be altered. The world might vanish tomorrow, but that's not news. Everything has already occurred, ending before it began. Alex places the flash drive in an envelope and collapses to the floor. The last words on the flash drive caution Alex in the past to warn Beth, prompting him to head to the girl's house.